Hey y'all, what's up? It's Anthony. Happy New Year. It is the first weekend of the new year. And I know a lot of you guys have a lot of new goals that you're excited about reaching in 2024. A lot of you have goals around money. It's one of the biggest things every year. People decide, I want to earn more money. And a lot of people never achieve that goal. There are things about money that they don't quite understand. I was recently listening to a gentleman named Myron Golden. He's a biblical scholar, biblical teacher, but he also teaches around business. If you want to check out some of his stuff, he has a ton of stuff on YouTube. Like I said, be warned, he is a Christian-based teacher. I don't want you to tune in and be like, that man talking about the Bible. At any rate, what I'm going to share with you today is a philosophy of his, a principle that I learned from him. And since I've learned it, I've not been able to stop thinking about it. And it's about your ability to earn. He calls it the 4 levels of value. So the basic, bottom level of value, and we're talking about your ability to earn. The base level is what he calls implementation. Consider it like a worker bee. And so your pay range is going to be from minimum wage to about $80,000. There's always going to be a few outliers, but by and large, that's the cap. There's a cap on how much you can earn when your primary method of getting money is through implementation. The reason is your resources, what you're using to get money, are 2 things in this implementation box. It's your work times the hours that you work. If you build roads, paint walls, if you take x-rays like I do, your pay is limited to your ability to work times the hours you can work. There are limited hours in the day, so obviously that's capped. We're going to call that cap $80,000. Side note, $80,000 ain't what $80,000 used to be. $80,000 used to be doing pretty good. It was doing okay. Now it's kind of just surviving. But there's another level. There's a step up from implementation, and that's called unification. That's more like management. That's more leading people, leading an organization. You don't own the organization. Think more like middle management. And so the range there is generally around $40,000 to $250,000. The resource that you're using at the unification level is no longer muscle times time. What you're using at the unification level is your people management skills times the number of people that you manage. So if you manage a small team of 2 or 3, you'll earn X amount of money. If you are the superintendent of a school district and you manage a lot of moving pieces and a lot of personnel, you will earn more. But there's still a cap, and that cap is generally $250,000. Before we move into the next 2 levels, why does any of that matter? Because this is the type of stuff that we need to understand in order to bring ourselves fully into our highest earning capacity. Not because, this is the thing. Why? Not because of the money, not because of the greed, but so that we can evolve into the highest level of ourselves, the highest version of ourselves, to our truest calling. That's the point. So we can ascend to the highest version of us. The money that comes with it is just going to correlate and come with it. But when we're locking ourselves in this implementation level, we're limiting ourselves and we're cutting ourselves off. Okay, so implementation 1, unification 2, level 3 is in communication. Communication. So what's the resource that we use in communication? He just says it's your mouth, but I disagree. It's not just your mouth. It's your ability through any mechanism, written, spoken, any way that you can communicate powerful and impactful and influential messages really opens up the floodgates for finances to find you. When I wrote my first book, First Generation Father, I didn't write it for those purposes. I didn't write it to make money, but it is influential and it has opened doors. And I see what he's saying now because I'm not limited to my muscle times time when it comes to my earning. I wake up every day and have earned money while I'm sleeping from communicating an important and impactful and empowering message in my book. So I see his point. That is right. No matter what level you're on, one of the best ways for you to improve your earning potential is to improve your communication skills. This is your ability to speak, write, or influence others with your thoughts or words. Think of people who are in sales who might earn $100,000 in a sales commission. Think of someone who sells insurance. Think of, like I said, writes a book or writes a series of books or writes a show, who is communicating through words and opens up a whole new level of financial success for themselves. Okay, so we have implementation, unification, communication, and the fourth step, or the highest level, is imagination. In imagination, your earning resource is your mind and your ability to take money and have that money make you more money. Think investing. Think having the money in your hand, seeing an idea that you believe in and that you believe can change and influence society, investing in that idea, and the money that you had is making money itself. This is how people generate income, by seemingly doing no work. It's not no work. It's a different type of work that if you're stuck in the implementation mindset, it seems unfair to you because you're going, I'm down here actually doing work, receiving this little bit of money, and other people are operating at other levels and they're making a lot more money than I am, and I'm stuck. Now, what a lot of people do is earn their money in the implementation stage and then invest, which is the imagination level. You're literally taking your money and turning it into more money. So when I wrote my book, I financed it myself. So I took the money that I was earning at my implementation level, invested in myself, taking all the risk. Because if my book sold 0 copies, then I'm out all these thousands of dollars that I spent in the production of my book. But I invested at the communication level. And now that the book has won multiple awards and sold thousands of copies, I'm by no means rich, but things are better. So I just thought that was really fascinating. Thank y'all so much. I wish you all blessings and all the success that your heart can handle in 2024. There'll be more to come soon. Everything connects. Thanks for watching.